We are now doing question number 2 on the Venn diagrams class assignment. And we're going to go through and just follow the same steps we did in question number 1. So, question number 2. The following list shows the preferences of 102 class. This is important. 102 people were surveyed. What is their ice cream preference? Okay, so let's go through our steps. Step number 1, look at the different categories we have and label the circles with those categories. So we've got chocolate chip. Ooh, careful. This one is a combination, so skip it. Chocolate chip, mint, and berry. Chocolate chip, mint, and berry. So in this one, I'm going to abbreviate this class so we can save a little bit of time writing. This is going to be chocolate chip. I don't care which circle you pick, but follow mine, but on a test you can pick whatever circle you want. Chocolate chip will be this circle. Let's do this one is berry. And then the bottom one, let's make that one the mint. Okay, let's take a look at our totals for those individual categories. Chocolate chip, 99 people liked chocolate chip. Well, 99 out of 102. A lot of people like chocolate chip. Berry, 99 people actually liked berry as well. And how many liked mint? 96 liked mint. 96. So first step, label the 3 circles and write the number of people in the survey or the number of things that are in that individual category. Now the next step, I'll do this the same as number 1, even though it's a little bit different than our notes, but it accomplishes the same thing. Step number 2 was label the intersections of each circle on the outside of the 2 circles. So here we got mint and berry. 94 people like mint and berry. We're going to write 94 right here. 96 like chocolate chip and berry, and 95 like chocolate chip and mint. 95. Put this on the outside class as a temporary number. Once you figure out your circles, you don't need that number anymore. You don't have to erase it, but you just ignore it. You're not using it anymore. Okay, step number 3. Label the category of all 3. The people that fall into all 3 categories. Well, we got 93 people like all 3 flavors. So that goes in the center, 93. Okay, the next step was figure out how many people just like 2 of the 3 flavors. Now I know it's confusing, class. You think to yourself, well, Mr. Z, we already figured that out. Chocolate chip and berry? 96. No, because these 96 people, class, also include the people that like mint. So just because they like chocolate chip and berry doesn't mean they also don't like mint. So you can't use this number. So the way you figure out how many actual people only like those 2 flavors is to take the 96 and subtract the 93. And we end up with 3 people who just said, look, I only like chocolate chip and berry, don't like mint. How about mint and berry? 94 people surveyed said they liked both of those. Of those, 93 said they liked all 3. Only 1 just like mint and berry. And the same thing here, chocolate chip and mint. 95 surveyed said they liked both of those. Of those people, 93 said, well, I also like berry. So 95 minus 93 is 2. That step is done. Okay, next step, let's figure out what goes in the final circles, or in the main circles. If 99 people like chocolate chip, we've already counted 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. 98 also have another ice cream preference. That means only one person said, look, I only like chocolate chip. 99 people said they liked berry. 93, 94, 95, 96, 97 already said they like something else as well. 99 minus 97 is 2. And the last one, mint. 96 people like mint. 93, 94, 95, 96 of those people also liked another flavor. That means 96 minus 96, class, there were 0 people in our survey that said they just liked mint and didn't like any of the other flavors. Okay, the next step is total up your numbers and see if everybody in the survey answered the question. So we're going to go ahead and go over to here, and let's write the total. Now I'm going to just go through all the circles. 1, 3, 93, 2, then I got these out here, 2 and 1 and 0. Let's take a look and see what that adds up to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 here. Carry the 1. 1, 9 and 1 is 10. 102. Oh, that worked out nice. Looks like, class, on this survey, if 102 people were surveyed, every one of them answered that they had a ice cream preference. Nobody said, hey, I don't like any of them. So on your totals over here, how many are in the category none? We've got 102 people surveyed, 102 people accounted for in the circles. Our none circle is actually none. Everybody answered the survey. All right, let's use our Venn diagram now to solve some probabilities. First of all, how many people like none of the flavors? Gee, we did that already. How many people like mint but not berry? They like mint. They're in here, but they don't like berry. So let's take a look at that. Here's all the people that like mint, but these people right here also like berry. That leaves us with the 0 and the 2. So in this case, we have 0 plus 2. That means 2 people like mint, but not berry. How many people like anything but berry? That means I'm happy with any other flavor, but not berry. Anything but berry. So let's take a look at this. Anything but berry. Well, all these people like berry. This circle of berry. So they're all out. Anything but berry is just these numbers right here. 1, 2, and 0. These like chocolate chip and not berry. These like chocolate chip and mint and not berry. These like mint and not berry. So it's 1 plus 2 plus 0. And that means 3 people like anything but berry. How many people only like chocolate chip? Only like chocolate chip. Well, our Venn diagram makes that easy. Look, this is the only people. Only one person likes chocolate chip only. And then how many people like 2 out of the 3 flavors? That's a confusing one, but take a look. 2 out of the 3 flavors. These spaces right here, class, if I can highlight these for you, these spaces right here, they represent people who like 2 out of 3. These people like chocolate chip and berry. These people like mint and berry. These people like chocolate chip and mint. So when you look at those categories, let me erase that again so we don't mess up our Venn diagram. Okay, you look at the ones that like 2 out of the 3, it's all these overlaps right here. Not the middle one, they like all 3. So 3 plus 1 plus 2. Oops, change my color back. That means 6 people like 2 out of the 3 flavors. Alright, last 3 questions. How about probabilities? Remember, class, we have 102 people in the survey. That means that will always be the bottom of our fraction. That's the number of total things. How many people in the survey, if you pick a random person, what's the probability they don't like mint? They do not like mint. All these people like mint. These people don't like mint. These people don't like mint. These people don't like mint. And of course, these people don't like mint either, but there's none there. So 1, 3, and 2. So 1 plus 3 plus 2, that means 6 people do not like mint. So our probability is 6 over 102. That's going to be 0.059, which is 5.9%. How many people only like berry and mint? Only like berry and mint. Now look, class, here's the overlap of berry and mint, but these people like chocolate chip as well. So there's only one person who only likes berry and mint. Only one person. So that just means we got 1. So our probability is 1. Probability of selecting that person is 1 out of 102. And that comes out to, if we round it, it's 0.01 or 1.0%. And then how many only like one of the 3 flavors? Only like one. These people only like chocolate chip. These people only like berry. These people only like mint. So those 3 categories are the ones that only like 1. Every other category, class, they like 2 or 3 of the flavors. So 1 plus 2 plus 0. That means 3 people only like 1 of the flavors. 3 over 102 is our probability of selecting 1 of those. That's going to be 0.029 or 2.9%. So hopefully this worksheet has helped you see, first of all, the most important part, and on the test class, I'm going to tell you right now, the most important part is that you fill out the Venn diagram completely correct. After that, show me your probabilities. If you make some mistakes, but I can tell you understand how to use the Venn diagram, you will still at least get partial credit for that. But if you don't draw the Venn diagram correctly, everything else in your questions is probably going to be wrong. So make sure you follow my step-by-step procedure for filling out the Venn diagram correctly.